All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also will well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a lesson through the Spirit. All right, going into how these people on the earth, all right, mainly here in America, and really all over the world, all right, but speaking, of my perspective here in Babylon the Great, all right, these people are under heavy, demonic enchantments, okay? And I wanted to do this lesson earlier, but the Spirit, had it to where, today, I'm able to do it. And, Apostle Ramlab is pretty much going into the same topic based upon the title of the lesson that he's doing right now. All right. The lesson he's doing is the world is under a heavy spell. All right. And that's the Spirit because, I was meditating on how these people are under heavy enchantments. OK, and I just wanted to bring out a few a few scriptures. OK. So let me get Isaiah 60. Just hit a few scriptures. Lord's will is edifying. All right. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 1. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." All right. So this is the time right now where the Lord, he's pouring his Spirit back upon the earth. All right. The Lord, he put his Spirit back into the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect. All right. Because 2/3 of Israel are still engulfed, or they're still laden, with heavy enchantments on their minds. OK. That's why the scriptures say, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. All right. So the small remnant that have the truth, that's who the light is risen upon. OK. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the true doctrine. OK. Because there's only one truth. All right. And the Lord also said that there was going to be many false prophets out there. All right. And you can differentiate who's the men of the Lord, because the men of the Lord are the only ones that are going into prophecy. All these other Israelite camps are all about folly, trying to wake up the whole nation, which is prophesied only 1/3 is going to make it and wake up. All right. They're not speaking concerning the MOTB, OK, which is the subdermal device, as well as the neural sheath. All right. They're not speaking about the destruction. All right. So, the only ones, which it makes sense because the prophets are even hated amongst the community of Israel, the real men of the Lord, starting off, with Great Millstone. OK. And those that are in the same doctrine, in the same spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. OK. So, the light has been risen upon us. All right. So Isaiah 61, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come." So Yahweh Shema Shai is calling the nation of Israel back unto him. "And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee." Yeah, those with the 100% truth that are able to see, all right, what's going on. All right. "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth." And that's what's happening. That darkness has covered the whole earth. Why? Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. All right. And the scriptures also say, as the king is, so are the people. All right. So these people are in gross darkness. OK. So let me actually get the interlinear for the word. It's like I can't even pull it up right now because I got my phone on airplane mode. But pretty much when you go into the word gross darkness, it goes into wickedness. That's one of the definitions that pops up. All right. So these people, if you're in wickedness, that means you're in darkness. All right. You don't know which way is which. All right. And, 2/3 of Israel, which were created to be righteous, 2/3 have grown more wicked than the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. All right. Our people in heavy, darkness, going into, idolatry, which that's a heavy enchantment, that Esau, put upon our people, that plantation Christianity, man. All right. And that's just one of the many, enchantments, all right, that got our people in a deep spell and a deep trance. All right. Is believing in that falsified, fairy tale. All right. So you got false religions, all right, that Esau set up, all right, which is heavy enchantments. Okay. Then you got, Esau put poison, in the food. That's why you got niggas fighting over chicken sandwiches. All right. And French fries at McDonald's. All right. Because that Esau weaponized the food, man. All right. There's heavy enchantments on the food. All right. That's why these devils, okay, they do blood sacrifice. They put human meat. They put a portion of human meat, all right, in the food. And they send it to these different these different fast food restaurants. Okay. So the food, all right, that's a form of enchantments. Okay. Esau, pushing drugs. All right. These are all heavy enchantments that's on our people, that got our people, in a drunken, spiritually and mentally state of mind. Okay. Esau, Edom, he has the entertainment, that's rocking these people to sleep. Okay. Got these people focused on, sports. You got people, their whole life revolves around, what other men is doing in sports. Okay. That's their whole entire life is revolved around. And if the sports season is over, then they going heavy into 2K. They trying to recreate the whole season in a video game. You got people that are heavy into that stuff, man. And then they're not watching for what Yahweh Shema Shai is about to bring upon the earth. All right, so that's that gross darkness. All right, so you got the entertainment, you got the newscast. All right, which they're deliberately set up to deceive. All right, they're telling you what the elites, want you to think and want you to feel. All right, and mainly it's a bunch of fear mongering. All right, but not the right fear. All right, Esau wants to push fear so you can run to him for pretty much for everything. Okay, but the Lord wants us to go to him now, because he's calling us back out of that darkness. Okay, so let me go back to Isaiah 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee. Yeah, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, which the scriptures say, wisdom maketh a man's face to shine, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Yeah, and these people, they could see, that brothers in their household, there's a special, glow about brothers that are in the truth. Okay, and these people, they could see it. All right, but it's like when they see brothers, the spirit that's on brothers, they can't pinpoint what it is. All right, it's like they can't really comprehend exactly what they're looking at, and then eventually that's going to turn into hatred because of Esau's demonization. All right, but some people, they see it, and some people could see that glow more than others. That's why you have certain people, they'll be super courteous to you, because they'll see that you're not a regular person. You're not a nigga. All right, they can see in your eyes, that you are enlightened. All right, so people, other people could recognize that. Okay, and on top of that, our good deeds. The scriptures speak about having good deeds, or what does the scripture say? Walk with wisdom to them that are without. Okay, because why? Because we have, the proper instructions. We have the understanding. Okay, we have the light, which the earth is in gross darkness, heavy enchantments. All right, and Esau, Edom, they deliberately, the elites, they literally are warlocks and witches. All right, you got Hollywood, which goes in the hollows wood, which that's the wood that the witches would use in the ancient world. Those familiar spirits to the cast spells, man. All right, to influence people, to put demons on people, ultimately, and that's what you see in this society. Esau, he wants to coerce the majority of the world, from into taking the MOTB. All right, the subdermal device, and you can't buy or sell without it. So these people, they walking around in the grocery store, getting hit with all kind of enchantments, advertisement. They pushing the alphabet letter on people, they just walking through the store. They getting hit with music in the background. It's all enchantments, all spirits, negative spirits. All right, that's trying to entangle people's spirits, man. All right, but the elect, let me actually get this. All right, because the Lord, the Lord got the elect. All right, the scriptures say the Lord has reserved 7,000 men that would not bow the knee to the image of Baal. Okay, so let me get this. Numbers 23 and 23. This is Numbers 23:23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. Okay, and in this time, all right, that's only applied to the elect. That's why the scriptures say in Jacob's trouble, it should be a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be delivered out of it. That's not speaking of the whole nation. That's speaking of the remnant of Jacob. Okay, 2/3 of Israel, they still call themselves black. They literally call themselves black, which black means void of light. All right. They call themselves Negroes. All right. Whatever Esau, Edom told them, that's what they believe. All right. Which is nothing but enchantments and deceptions and witchcraft. All right. So going back to Numbers 23 and 23, surely there is no enchantment against Jacob. So the Lord gave us the light. So now this truth has broken through all those strongholds that Esau, Edom has put up. And that's why, the men of the Lord is Esau's number one enemy. All right. The men of the Lord is the only threat to Esau. All right. Esau trembles at the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. OK. Why? Because this is the pure truth, and it cuts through all those enchantments. And now you're seeing Israelites waking up all over the world. All right. And now this devil, he sees that and he feels that he has to put a stop to it. OK, because his enchantments is wearing off. OK, and it's damn sure not going to stick to the elect. All right. So it says Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought. All right. I'm going to continue to read verse 24. Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion and lift up himself as a young lion, and he shall not lie down until he eat of the prey and drink the blood of the slain. So, yeah, I just wanted to read that. Let me get another precept. All right. Because Esau, his witchcraft, that shit's beginning to wear off. All right. Now, this devil, he's getting ready to resort, to his blessing. All right. Which is the sword, physically come down and force people and kill people. That's what this devil is going to do. All right, because he's already, killed these people's spirits, and he already killed the minds of these people. Now he's finna come down physically. All right, for those that don't want to, be a part of this man's system, his beast system. So Isaiah 47 and 12, this is what the Lord said. All right, because the Lord's gonna take you out, Esau. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments." All right, so the Lord said, "Hey, keep that same energy. Keep pushing out them, them spells, man. All right. It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, whereon thou hast labored from thy youth. Yeah, because that's all this devil has been doing. You know, the founding fathers of America was all into witchcraft. All right. As well as masonry, which that's pretty much what it is. All right. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. All right. Because eventually that's going to come to naught. If so be thou mayest prevail. Verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. All right. So Esau, Edom, they arguing with each other right now. They fighting. All right. You got the spiritual demon Satan. They trying to consult with the spiritual demon Satan. Here it is. The spiritual demon Satan work for Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. There's the splits within the elites and the top families. All right. They arguing. They want to move faster with the MOTB. All right. Then you got other members of the family saying, "Oh, nah, we should wait." And you got they're wearied in the multitude of their counsels. All right. They're bringing up the Israelites. They're seeing more and more, brothers wake up. All right. They're pretty much bugging out right now. All right. So Isaiah 47:13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers and the monthly prognosticers, Salakia, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Yeah, all these different, familiar spirits, if you will. All right, these sorcerers, astrologers, stargazers. All right. And Esau, the elites, they actually are in all this. All right. But that's not going to save you from when Yahweh Shema Shai come down, man. All right. The spiritual demon Satan is going to forsake you Edomites. All right. And you Edomites are going to be judged. Y'all going to go directly into slavery. Then after 1,000 years of building up the kingdom, all right, you're going to be exterminated for your wickedness. All right. And it's going to be justly so. OK. And, your capital city, America. All right. The Lord finna make an example out of it. All right. Let me get another precept. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3. And I'm going to start at 1. It says, woe to the bloody city, speaking of America. All right. And this place is the bloody city. All right. Look at the history. Look how this place was established off the blood of the nation of Israel. It says it is all full of lies and robbery. And that's all that goes on here. Lies, robbery. That's all that's been going on. All right. Going all the way back to when this place was established. It says the prey departeth not. Yeah, that's speaking of the Israelites. You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians. All right. Verse 2, the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. And there is none in of their corpses that's going with the missiles. They stumble upon their corpses because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. And the well-favored harlot is speaking of America. All right. That's the well-favored harlot, because this place at one point was the epicenter, of a first world country. All right. So it says because of the multitude of whoredoms. Yeah, the whoredom America's done business and laid in bed with all these other nations. OK, of the well-favored harlot, America, the mistress of witchcrafts. All right. Because that witchcraft, that demonic energy and influence, it starts from America. That's how they at least set it up. And then through America, it gets pushed out throughout the four corners of the earth. That's why the first scripture we read, it gross darkness to the world. The earth is covered in darkness and gross darkness to people. So it says through her whoredoms and families, through her witchcrafts, Slakia, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. All right. Verse 5, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. All right. And that's what the Lord is doing, revealing the wickedness of Esau, Edom, and of America. All right. Via the prophets. It says, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. All right. So, yeah, man, hey, the Lord is against America. All right. And these people that are under those heavy witchcrafts. All right. They're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Yeah, man. Hey, the Lord's going to drop the missile on this place. Let me get another precept. All right. And the scriptures speak about the Lord casting down the idols, of Babylon. All right. So, in that time, in that day, when the Lord returns, every other falsified religion and ideology is going to be done away with. All right. Because the truth is going to be declared. It's going to be evident. All right. Because the Lord is actually going to show up, with the angels, and the kingdom of heaven is going to be established. OK, this is Jeremiah 51:7. Behold, Salakia. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Salakia. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. All right. Drunken off what? All right. That darkness, that philosophies, the ideology, of Esau, Edom. All right. It says the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And that mad is going into, being crazy. When you say somebody's mad, he's a madman. All right. He's insane. That's what these other nations are, latching on to the ways of Babylon, man. All right. They're leaving off from their ancient customs. OK, and getting in that westernized mentality. All right. Which is the westernized mentality is pure death. All right. So verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so be she may be healed. All right. And this place ain't going to be healed. All right. It's going to perpetually get worse to the point of destruction, to the point where those missiles come. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. OK. And, we're at the point where the Lord is finna bring that heavy judgment, man. All right. Heavy judgment. All right. Famine, pestilence, disease, civil unrest. All right. Gruesome and gut wrenching judgments is finna take place. OK. And that's because these people are under those heavy enchantments. OK. And with them being under heavy enchantments. All right. The scriptures say, Matthew 24, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. So, nothing but sorrow and agony and distress and despair is coming to America because this place is super wicked and demonic. All right. And it's outright satanic. All right. It's to the point where they openly worship Satan, man. In every city in America, you have a palm reading shop in literally every city. OK, a righteous kingdom would not allow that to happen. All right. So let me get another precept. This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right. And that's a gift from Yahweh Shema Shai to foresee the evil already. That means, you would have already have had the truth before you received the truth. OK, to be able to, have faith in this truth and believe in it, So it says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. And how do you hide yourself? All right. Because that's a wise thing to do when you see the time period that we're in of great judgment. All right. You get into the scriptures, man, into the knowledge, wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai and apply it. It says, but the simple pass on and are punished. Yeah, and these people are simple. All right. They believed in all kind of bugged out and vain things. All right. Whatever these people are into is vanity. All right. The scriptures tell you that, that folly is set in great dignity and the rich sit in the low place. The rich is speaking of the elect, rich in faith. All right. While these people, they uphold folly and vanity, which is wickedness, man. Why? Because, hey, man, these people are under a heavy spell. OK. And that's why you see these people, tattooing their face, getting dreadlocks. Speaking of Jake. All right. Colorful dyed hair, wearing dresses. All right. That's because, Esau Edom is constantly pushing that vibration out there, man. Those enchantments. All right. Which those enchantments is spells, which is entangling people and causing evil spirits, for these people to get opened up to evil spirits, man. All right. But the Lord has shielded the elect from that. All right. From those different enchantments. All right. From which really are just demons. All right. And when the MOTB, when they make that mandatory, that's going to be the hour of temptation. So that means all those demonic pulls, those demonic energies that try to pull at your spirit is going to be turned up on the highest level. All right. But the Lord promised his elect that, hey, even though it's going to try the whole world, the elect is going to pass it, man. All right, this is Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, meaning the suffering of Yahweh Shema Shai, it was suffering for righteousness' sake, just like Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So the Lord is going to make sure that we have everything that we need to suffice us in a time of dearth, in a time, of distress, when Esau Edom says the only option is to, take his charagma. All right. The Lord is going to be there for his elect. All right. So the elect ain't going to have to, the elect ain't thinking about that motherfucking, MOTB. So it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. So that gross darkness that these people are in and following behind the beast, Esau, Edom, the beast system. All right. These other nations are going to go even further with it and implement the MOTB. It's going to be a global system that this devil is finna do. And it's going to be grandiose, too. Because the Esau Edom, he's going to go all the way up with it, with all his resources that he got. He's going to roll out all electric. He's going to start rolling out the robots. The whole system is going to change. The troops is going to come down. All right. The whole spirit of the earth is finna change right now as we go into Jacob's trouble, man. And there's going to be a lot of death, a lot of, a lot of pandemics, if you will, a lot of plagues, and that's for those people that are in that gross darkness, man. All right. And if you're in the gross darkness, by the time the Lord tests the earth with the MOTB, you're going to fail. All right. So, Lord's will, this is edifying. I want to get one more precept. All right, because we have the truth. All right. And this truth is powerful. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, those enchantments, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. All right. So this truth is pulling down those strongholds. So this devil is going to try to put a cap on it. He's going to try to, Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word is going to take place, but the Lord is going to use Esau to do it. All right. And by that time, the elect is going to be already sealed. OK. Which, through the Spirit, the elect is already sealed. The elect is just getting built up right now. Then the rest of the believers, the rest of the 1/3 are going to believe upon the miracles and be delivered, sealed. OK. So, these strongholds is being pulled down, but it's going to get to a point where, this truth, which is the light to be able to see in a world of darkness amongst people that are darkened. This truth is going to be taken away soon. And only those that are of the elect, the truth will abide with them. All right. And people's not going to be able to get understanding of what's going on. It tell you that in Zephaniah, all right, when all hell break loose and this truth is not readily accessible, Zephaniah, Zephaniah 1 and 17. And I will bring distress upon men that they should walk like blind men. All right. So that darkness is going to get even darker because these people are going to be left with their own devices. All right. Which are heavy enchantments in their mind. OK, and it's only going to get darker because they definitely not going to know what's going on when this shit collapse, when America collapse. So it says, and I will bring distress upon men that they should walk like blind men because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust and their flesh as the dung. Yep. Just like the book of Eli, how everywhere he went in houses and stuff, there was always skeletons, dead bodies. That's how it's going to be. Just like the road. Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Yeah. Because all that stuff is going to be rendered useless. All right. The only currency that the Lord is going to accept in that day, all right, is faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. OK, faith in the good works, or that store your treasures up in heaven, because in that day, we're going to be able to withdraw from our spiritual bank account. So it says, neither the silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, going into those missiles at the end of the Lord, freaking just threw in this place. The final touch is going to be the missiles. All right. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Yeah. And it tell you that Babylon, in 1 hour, the Lord's going to destroy Babylon with those missiles, man. 200 million thermonuclear missiles, or 200 million warheads, if you will, because some of those missiles got multiple warheads. All right. But the scriptures give us a number. It's 200 million. All right. And, it makes sense because all these years, these nations have been involved in a nuclear arms race, so there's all kind of missiles that the Lord got prepared for America, man. And those that are on the soils of America, that's not part of the elect. All right. They're going to see the elect get beamed up. All right. And those enchantments. All right. It's going to be they're going to be able to see clear because they're going to be like, these are the sons of God. These are the Israelites that whom we sometime had in derision and reproach. They're going to see it. They're going to see the Lord and they're going to see how the Lord looks. All right. And these people are going to lose their mind. All right. And be destroyed. So with that being said, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shemal Shai Bashem Kakodash. Forgive me the spirit to do his lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and a bar.